Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rechah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Barakatham. It's the brother Kazar from the men of our 12 West Coast coming back at it again with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be, This is the curse which goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. All right, it's in response to a statement that ex-president Barack Obama made, dealing with the so-called UFOs, where he says, and I quote, it reads, "We don't know exactly what they are." All right. And this is basically, an article I found, you know what I'm saying? Because he just got on the record, in an interview, and they asked him about, the so-called UFOs, which, scriptures have, already, the scriptures tell you what they are. That's facts, man. The scriptures, they tell you what they are. They define them. They describe them in certain instances. And ultimately what they are is they are the vehicles that the angels of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai travel in. All right, and the whole this and again you can't buy into the whole deception that this devil is putting out there, calling them UFOs and, aliens and this and that, because at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is they're trying to cover the truth. All right. You have something called the Bible Destruction Group where, they took out, for example, the Apocrypha, and certain things in the scriptures, they went in and started tampering with it, man. And the same thing applies with the, with this as well, with this subject as well. Regarding the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, the vehicles that his angels travel in. This also applies to that as well, because these devils aren't going to tell you, what, who drives these vehicles. They're not going to tell you, what they really are. They're gonna put a lot of deception surrounding it. That's why, if you pay attention, to the interview. Now I am, running this without headphones, so I won't be able to play it. All right, because then I won't be able to hear the exact part that he makes a specific statement, But basically, the statement that he made is, there are things, he can't disclose on air, which basically says that there's stuff that this devil is keeping, from the public knowing. There are things that these devils are keeping, the masses from knowing, you know what I'm saying? And basically, what it is that the angels are so-called black people. All right. And you had this one, ex-NASA director come out and say that on record, and brothers, know the video that I'm referring to, where he described them as black people, went as far as saying that they were tall, and he looked horrified, he looked very horrified because, he basically got like a little glimpse as far as what's coming to the world. All right. That's why, through the spirit, I had to name the lesson as such, because these chariots are going to be part of the tools, that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is going to use in his indignation to destroy these nations, all right, and wage judgment on the earth, man, for its wickedness, and it's all through the spirit, man. It's spiritual how, if you look at the, I don't know if I can zoom in, if you look at the top left corner, for some reason it doesn't want to pan, but, you see right there, it says weird science, which weird is synonymous with the word strange. Hey, our salvation is going to be strange, man. All right. Our salvation is going to be strange, man. We're going to get beamed up into the chariots. But guess what? These chariots are also, what I'm saying, pursuant to Isaiah chapter 66, which we're going to pull that out. These chariots are also going to be used by the Lord, to judge the earth as well, man. Like you saw that clip where you had this chariot consume a helicopter, man, and I'm not too sure if it was an actual military helicopter, but a chariot actually went and engulfed it, man. And the helicopter was no more. Literally no more. The helicopter just disappeared, man. So who knows what happened? It probably got vaporized, completely consumed, because them chariots is concentrated energy, man. All right, this devil does not know what he's dealing with, man. This devil operates on a low level. You know what I'm saying? And he got the whole world operating on a low level, man. All right, got the whole world operating on a low level. All right, because how is this devil gonna fight something like that, where it swallowed up a whole helicopter, and then it just went about its way like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this stuff is for reals, man. And these are the things that this devil is keeping from you. All right, the second coming of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's coming back on the chariot too. He's coming back on the big one so big you will not be able to see the edges of it, man. That's why, really when these clips find out, I believe through the spirit, man, these devils are scared. All right, I believe through the spirit these devils are afraid. Okay, they are horrified. All right, and it makes sense, because last year, it always, spirit's always on me to say this, but last year, before the whole, lockdown and everything took place, guess what? There was a chariot 3 times the size of the earth heading towards the planet, heading towards the earth. And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, everything begins to shut down. Esau put the world on shutdown, man. The whole world got shut down because of this so-called plague. Just so I don't have to say certain words. You know how this devil he be taking down the videos with his algorithms, but with his whole C19, you know what I'm saying, psychological operation, he shut down the whole world. Why? Because the chariots are in the atmosphere, man. Yahweh Shai is in the atmosphere. All right, so we're just gonna get into the article, bring a few precepts out. I'm trying not to make this very long because my phone is about to die. So it reads, former President Barack Obama on Monday offered a blunt assessment of the videos of unidentified aerial phenomenon. You see, and again, these devils are putting on, like, they're putting on so much mysteriousness regarding, the chariots, that it's just obvious that they're just pushing out deception, man. The scriptures tell you what they are, but that's just the deception that this devil is putting out there. All right, you can't buy into that, man. You got whole agendas that this devil has put in place to keep our people from coming back to our power. And part of coming back to our power is knowing what they are. Man, this motherfucker out here taking all the cars, Salakia. All right, so it reads, so he offered a blunt assessment of the videos of unidentified aerial phenomenon that have continued to gain attention in the United States. All right, because they're popping up more and more and more. It's videos where this is one video where they're going on a single file line, across the sky, and it almost seems like they're on a patrol, and that's militant, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is a man of war, and he's coming to wage war with you devils and you heathens, man. And we're happy because that is our deliverance. All right, that there is our salvation. That there is our deliverance. That's what we look forward to. All right, so it reads, what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there is footage and records of objects in the sky that we don't know exactly what they are, and that's that deception, because this dude Barack Obama, which he's not a Jake, he's a Hamite. When you just judge his spirit, man, he's a Hamite. It's to the point where you got comedians coming out and talking about, making fun of how he dances, but anyways, this dude, he has stated that, there's things that he cannot say on air. So he's not being completely truthful when it comes to the subject, man. All he said is that they don't know exactly what they are, but now that they have acknowledged that they are real. All right, they have acknowledged the presence. It's a fact now. They are real. There's no, when it was a time, You know, when you could talk about the so-called UFOs, you know, the chariots, to these Babylonians, and they would look at you crazy. They would look at you like you on some type of hard drug, like you on LSD or something, man. You know, they would look at you like you crazy. But now with all these sightings and all the video proof, it's a fact. You know, and guess what? It's starting to scare these Babylonians, and more so the elites, because they know what that is. These devils, they the upper echelons of these heathens, they know what that is. That's why he's getting ready to come down with great wrath, because he knows that he knows that his end draws nigh. All right. So like, let me grab that scripture. You know, I don't want to misquote it, man. Yeah, because he knows that he has but a short time. All right, Salakia. You know, don't want to misquote that one. That's one of my favorite ones, man. You know, so it reads, appearing on the Late Show with James Corden on CBS, Obama offered some levity on the question of aliens and his personal curiosity before assuming a more serious demeanor. All right, and you see, hey, they're not playing anymore, man. They know, like, it was a time when, you know, again, you bring up the subject, and they would look at you like you crazy, or, you know, are you being serious, man? You for real? You know, let's talk about more serious matters. But now that they up there, now that they're making patrols in the atmosphere, now they want to, you know what I'm saying, take this seriously, man. You know, it's not a light thing anymore to talk about the chariots, because they know what it is, man. All right, and it reads, we can't explain how they move. And it's also, like, a matter of fact, before I get into this paragraph, let me pull up this scripture right here. All right, because I was supposed to go in order, you know, but I got a little bit carried away there. All right, so the book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and 1. All right, and this is regarding, you know, the serious demeanor, man. You know, and they should be taking this seriously, man. You know, they should be scared. All right, they should be very scared. Okay, because this is their downfall. It's our salvation, and the chariots is going to play a part in the downfall of the wicked. All right. So read Zechariah chapter 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, and shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And who's done the most stealing on the earth, man? All right, who's done the most stealing on the earth? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's been doing the most stealing of the earth, man. He done sacked the northern tribes. You know, he done went to Latin America, sacked so much gold from them, stole their land, and sacked so much gold from their ships are sunken in the Atlantic Ocean, man. You know, he went and stole Judah out of the west coast of Africa, brought him over here, and made him serve hardcore slavery. You know, as well as the northern kingdoms as well, man. The so-called Latinos and Native Americans, y'all were in slavery too. You know, they just don't teach you that in history because they want you to forget about it, so you do not identify with your brother, the so-called black man. All right, so it reads, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. All right, and these devils swear falsely, man. They swear falsely. And they trying to make it seem like, you know, this is a God-fearing a country, but it's not. It's founded in wickedness, man. All right, it's founded in wickedness, Satanism, and odious works of witchcraft, man. All right, that's what this country is, man. All right, verse 4. I will bring it forth, said Yahweh Shai of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Okay, because, hey, when you go to church, I mean, not church, court, all right, when you go to them courts, they make you swear upon the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They make you swear upon the Bible. You know, when a president gets inaugurated, you know, he swears upon the Bible, you know, and that's swearing falsely because they're not really about that, man. They're not really about that. The Bible is like a prop to them, man. You know, it's just something for face value, you know, to try to uphold their white supremacy, you know, try to uphold that Caesar bourgeois white supremacy. You know, that's really what that is. They took our book and put their face on it. But guess what? We got it back, baby. And we're bringing out this truth on you devils, man. We're bringing out the things of, Esau is made bare. How are his things searched out? Esau has been made bare. Roughly paraphrasing those scriptures, man. And our people are waking up, and they know what that is, man. They know what that is, man. All right, regarding the chariots, they know what they are. And that's how you know we the people, because guess what? The chariots be appearing in Latin America all the time, man. Especially in South America. You got a spot, a place called the Nazca lines. It says nothing but chariots over there, man. You got this lake called Lake Titicaca. It's a lake that's basically in an elevated place. And they see nothing but chariots over there. So much so that you got Esau's wise men go over there and do documentaries on it, man. This stuff is for real. All right, so it reads, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. You see? That's what that is, man. All right? When these devils look at the chariots, they're looking at their destruction. They're looking at their future. All right, which is the downfall of their kingdom. That Malachi chapter 1 and 4. Where they shall build and the Lord will throw down. All right. So it reads. Now I want to get into this paragraph right here. All right. Back to the article. It says we can't explain how they move or, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern because these things are fourth dimensional, man. All right. These vehicles are fourth dimensional. They're on a higher plane. All right, because now guess what? You thought you was tough when you took our people down, with the sword, with your blessing, which is the sword. You thought you was tough when you put us in slavery, when you waged genocide against our people. You took our people down with your blessing, the sword. You thought you was tough, but guess what? Now you fucking with the Creator. Now you fucking with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because guess what? You came in and on your rulership, you done did a whole bunch of wickedness, man. So much so, let's bring it out. Come out, we're gonna go straight to the point because my phone is about to die. Maybe this could be a good exercise, keep my lessons a little bit shorter. But it reads, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, said Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, I will bring the plagues upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right? Because these devils have been doing nothing but wickedness upon the earth, man. They are literally destroying the world. Literally, with all this pollution. And don't get me started on the spiritual stuff, man. All this confusion that they're coming out with. All these abominations that they're coming out with. The Lord has had enough. All right, so where was I going with this? Basically, let's just go back to the paragraph, where he said we can't explain how they move or their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. All right, because they're fourth dimensional, man. And you devils are now messing with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, you devils are now messing with the fourth dimensional. All right, you're you know what I'm saying? It's like that scripture, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. Let's bring that out real quick. Let's keep an eye on the time. I'm gonna bring a couple more precepts, 3 more precepts out, and then call it close it out. So the book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 14, and it reads, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And this is what this devil is saying. All right, verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into the heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You see, this devil has a God complex. That's why everything that the scripture says, he wants to do the opposite. Because he thinks that he runs the show. That's the pride in his heart that has deceived him. But guess what? Now he's messing with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Now he's messing with the creator, man. He's messing with that. He's messing with that God level. You know, that supernatural, strange level, man. You know, the spooky stuff, so to speak, man. You know, that's why the Lord gonna give his elect spiritual power, man. You know, supernatural things, man. That's what you devils are messing with now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the level that's gonna make your sword obsolete. All right, because when you come into that playing field, guess what? Your blessing is obsolete. All right, the blessing of these devils is obsolete because it's supernatural. All right, so let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 20. All right, man, why this dude got the high beams on? This motherfucker. So, book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 20. All right, whithersoever the spirit was to go, and this is regarding, you know, this is regarding the movement of the chariots. You see, and this is spiritual because the chariots explain the movement. They explain, you know, they describe them and they explain how they move, man. Or how the so-called UFOs move. You know, that's why, you know, they don't be, you know, this devil knows what they are. You know, Barack Obama, I believe he knows what they are. You know, he used to be a president, man. He's running Babylon. You know, he was running Babylon for a bit, man. You know, of course he's going to know what they are. You know, but he's not allowed to disclose it. Because he wants to keep you tribes asleep, man. He wants to keep you Jakes asleep out there. Because they know, hey, Jake be watching Obama. You know, because Jake, you know, he doesn't know that he's a Hamite. You know, I'm saying, you know, these Jakes in the world, they be watching Obama. They see him as some type of inspiration. But little do they know, he's not one of them. All right, he's not one of us, man. You know, so back to Ezekiel chapter 1 and 20. And it reads, whithersoever the spirit was to go, they went. You see, thither was their spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. You see? And when those went, these went. And when they stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. All right? And that's what it is, man. You know, it's another level, man. All right, and guess what? That's part of that divine nature that's written in the book of, let me see, we're still at 4%. I could probably pull this one up. You know, that's part of that divine nature that, Salakia, hold on. Is it Peter's 1? No, it's 1 Peter's chapter 1. Hold on. Partake in that divine nature. Let me see. Let's just put in divine nature. There we go. Okay, so it's 2 Peter chapter 1 and 4. I was just looking at it. You know, okay. All right, so it reads 2 Peter chapter 2 and 1. All right, where it says, whereby are given unto us exceeding and great precious promises. All right, because we're Lord willing, we're of that number. All right, and we're of the elect and we complete our course. Guess what? We're gonna be on that level. Okay, we're gonna transition from this third dimensional level. All right, this low level, you know, this physical level, to a supernatural level, man. All right, we're gonna go from our natural nature to a divine nature. All right, and that's what's expounded of here in 2 Peter chapter 1 and 4, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. You see? That's why we gotta cleave onto this thing, man. Because when we cleave onto this thing, we escape this world, man. We escape this corrupt world, man. All right. So back to let me see. Back to the precept right here. I mean, I think that was it on this. Yeah, that was it on this. Let me see if there's more on the article. We're getting ready to close out. So it reads, the U.S. Navy has for years confirmed the legitimacy of the videos from jet fighters that tracked unidentified objects, some of which moved in ways that aeronautic experts have struggled to explain. All right. Upcoming Pentagon reports combined with newly leaked video, a 60-minute segment, and a feature in the New Yorker have reinvigorated interest in the videos. You see, because now the spotlight is going towards the heavens, man. Now the spotlight is on the heavens, because here it is. The Lord is about to take down this devil, man. All right, so the new video recorded by Navy aircraft in July 2019 shows a spherical object flying not far above the ocean before it dives into the water. In this, quotations, it splashed, military personnel say on the video, which another thing too, man, this is videos of them not making splashes, man. All right, is videos of the chariots going into water, going above water, no splashes, man. All right, because they're not in the same plane, so to speak. They're not in the same nature, so to speak. All right, and it reads, the topic has drawn the attention of some senators who are calling for deeper investigation into the phenomena. Which all that, at this point, all this is miscellaneous. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end the article off with this one. So it says Senator Marco Rubio, which sounds like a northern tribe, just based on the last name, and FLA, I think that's Florida, so he's probably Ephraimite, so so-called Latino. He says Senator Marco Rubio has urged the government to take it seriously and have a process to take it seriously, and these devils should take it seriously, man. You know what I'm saying? They should take it seriously, but guess what? It doesn't matter how serious they take it, they still won't be ready. Because they won't be able to fight something like that. Here it is. They're barely updating their rifle. I don't know if brothers been keeping up with the military technology. They're barely updating their rifle. They're gonna adopt a new a standard issue rifle for the military, and now they suppose and some way somehow they're supposed to stand up and have a chance against something that's of the divine nature, man. Something that's, echelons and I mean levels upon levels, above them, so far beyond them, man. It's beyond them. That's why, these devils are being, that's why they're doing what they're doing, because they're scared. They know that they have but a short time, because they know that they won't be able to fight it. That's why, last resort, they're basically, what's the word? It was a term for it, basically the last resort, would be to hide it, so I cannot hide from them. But even then they won't be able to do that, because when that happens, Jeremiah 16:16 is going to come into play. All right. So let's bring this out and then we're going to close out. So the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. You see? To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. And that's what's going to happen, because it's going to be the ICBM missiles. All right. And guess what? The angels too. Let me see real quick. The angels traveling in the chariots, man. Ministers of fire. All right. We're going to bring that one out real quick. All right, the book of Hebrews, chapter 1 and 7, and it reads, and of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire. So, this devil is done, man. All right, this devil is done. Finito. All right, that's why we look up. Our redemption draws nigh. And it's beautiful because, All this is happening, it's all connected, man. Because last night I had a dream, of the chariots. It was a fleet of chariots, man. And I was praising the Lord, and they started getting close to me, man. You know, it's real talk. And I wake up, and then I come and I see this. It's all through the Spirit, man. So the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. I'm gonna read it one more time, and it reads, "For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will come with fire and with his chariots, which are the so-called UFOs, like a whirlwind," basically like a storm, man, because he's waging war against you devils and you other nations. All right, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall be many. You see? That's what's gonna happen. All right. That's what awaits the wicked, man. All right, but for us, this is our hope. This is our salvation. Like I said, this is, it's spiritual. How it's under the weird science category, because this is in fact very strange. This is strange, and guess what? Our salvation is going to be strange. All right, look up redemption. All right, so the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28, and it reads, "And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh." Okay, that's what it is, man. The destruction of these, you know what I'm saying? Our salvation is going to be the desolation of the wicked, man. All right, so with that, I'm going to say, Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Forgive me the Spirit to do this lesson. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. All right, Adawan Ratzazah, Lord willing, brothers were edified. On to the next. Shalom.